here we have the wipers. So since Toyota is using this this type of fixing, 2 screws, you need to replace the rubber or buy the complete wiper from Toyota. There are also these Japan adapters, so which you mount here with the screws, and then you get this hook fixing. But I was able to get these from a store called Jula. So I will replace the rubbers for now, and then perhaps buy the Japan adapter. I just pulled out the old rubber on one of the wipers, and you can see the profile here. So this smaller tip goes inside here. So all I had to do was pull it up here and then pull it out. But the new profile is like this. So the first cut will be held on by these clips, and then I guess this metal piece will sort of reinforce it. I have mounted one wiper, and I was able to squeeze in this the end piece in the same track as the stock one use. But there is a trick to it, because all these reinforcement bends, you see that the rubber needs to go down and then back up again to go into the track. But it seems to be sitting there quite well. I've also pushed in the next track underneath these clips, but it can still move. So I won't be using the ones that came with the blade. Now on to the next one. The passenger side and the second wiper is pretty much completed, and as you can see, I didn't start at the end because that made it kind of hard. And these wipers have this like stop. So this is from the one I just installed, so I cut it off so that I could have it go into the track, and then I will cut off the excess and just push it in from this hole. And after that, the wipers will be done. So here we have the wipers mounted. I'm not sure if I adjusted them correctly, but it's good enough. And I'm also working on a side marker setup, as that's required in Sweden. I can't find the original ones, so I've done this. And then a piece of rubber behind to protect the paint. Both are functioning. And this is what it looks like mounted. So zip ties and the rubber gasket in between. So hopefully I can find the stock ones. Should be somewhere. I think it's a bit hard to hear me. So we are now into installing head units. So I'm currently I've just removed this bracket. I actually didn't know that well, I had forgotten that this is the way it's mounted. So this means that these holes will be used is used to screw it in here. Very dark, sorry. But anyway, this means that I will remove this cover and then I can install a double DIN. I will need to clean up the wiring during the winter. This is the kit I'm using. It's very generic China car multimedia system. But the idea, and this does not have any CD or stuff like that, but it will fit. And I then have a GPS antenna, Wi-Fi antenna, and some wiring. I ran into a small fitment issue. Let's see if you can see it. So there's this rubber thingy, and it's which stops me from installing this piece. So I will need to do some cutting, and then it should fit. And here you have it. Now it's installed. So it's set up for Bluetooth. I've connected the Wi-Fi antenna, GPS antenna, and microphone. So the plan is to use a Bluetooth interface and connect it to my ECU, and I will have some gauges here. And it was quite tricky to get it to fit with this bezel, or how do you call it? But I managed in the end. There is a gap. Let's see if I can. The gap here in between is a bit annoying. So don't know what to do. Don't really care. Mission accomplished. There is rain coming, so I don't want to have my Supra out in the rain. This means that I need to put it back into the garage, and I need to cover it, but I don't want to cover it before I wash it, so it's time for the first wash. And you can see some of the dirt. I am slightly nervous because I will introduce a few scratches by doing this. And just so that I don't get all the water inside the car, I put some tapes over the rear wing holes. And what I will be using today is the Meguiar's NXT car wash shampoo. I don't have my the correct bucket here, so I cleaned the bucket with dish soap, and I'm using plenty of Meguiar's shampoo, and I'm using a brand new microfiber towel. The glass sealant seems to be quite nice. I haven't put anything on the rear window, so you can see that it doesn't really run off like it did on the windshield. I haven't put anything on the side windows either, because I need to clean them a bit better first. Now it's clean. What I did notice is that I forgot to put the M21 sealant on the passenger side door. Not really sure if I put anything on the hood. And the dirt that I did see came off very easily. I'm really impressed by the glass sealant. Not sure if I put it on correctly, but it seems to be working. So I will be doing it on the other glasses as well. Now it's dry as well. I used another microfiber. I sprayed it with this because I don't have any detailing spray here. Wash gloss, just to modify the friction a bit. So now it's ready to be. So what I did with that was I sprayed a little bit in the microfiber, and I also sprayed a bit over the car. Only painted surfaces and very light mist. And it didn't take long to wipe down the car. So now I will move it to my spot and cover it. And now it's tucked in and protected from dust and debris in the garage. I think I will try to make a new complete cover instead of using separate blankets and so on.